Diane Keaton, the luminous Oscar laureate whose screen presence blended vulnerability with verve, has departed this world at 79, leaving an indelible imprint on cinema and culture. Her passing marks the close of an era for those who revered her as a beacon of originality, from the mobbed-up machinations of The Godfather to the neurotic romance of Annie Hall. Yet, beyond the accolades and archival reels, Keaton's true bequest is a philosophy of living boldly on one's terms, a quiet rebellion against Hollywood's glare, wrapped in menswear tailoring and a devotion to the joys that matter most. Friends and collaborators paint her not as a fading star but as one in a million, a woman who prioritized hearth over headlines, her golden retriever Reggie a steadfast companion in a life rich with chosen family and creative fervor. As tributes pour in, they weave a narrative of a trailblazer whose laughter echoed through scripts, whose style redefined femininity, and whose spirit continues to inspire a new generation to embrace eccentricity unapologetically. Keaton's essence was captured most vividly by those who knew her intimately. A close confidant described her final days as a testament to autonomy, surrounded by the comforts she curated, her sprawling Los Angeles home, filled with mid-century modern furnishings and shelves groaning under photography tomes, and Reggie, the loyal golden retriever whose wagging tail was a constant in her Instagram feed. Being in the spotlight wasn't important, the friends shared, evoking Keaton's deliberate retreat from red carpets in favor of neighborhood strolls, where she'd chat animatedly with passers-by or Reggie, as if confiding in an old soulmate. Her last social media post, a snapshot of Reggie on National Pet Day in April, radiated that unpretentious warmth, a simple tribute to companionship that now feels prophetically poignant. In an age of curated perfection, Keaton's authenticity shone, a reminder that stardom needn't eclipse the soul's quiet rhythms. Tributes from peers amplify this portrait, none more colorfully than Bette Midler, Keaton's co-star in the razor-sharp satire The First Wives Club. Midler's eulogy brimmed with affection. She was hilarious, a complete original, and completely without guile or any of the competitiveness one would have expected from such a star. What you saw was who she was. Oh la la la. This captures Keaton's on-set magic, a disarming wit that turned rehearsals into revelries, where she'd improvise lines with a deadpan delivery that left casts in stitches. Midler, no stranger to Broadway's bite, marveled at Keaton's guilelessness, a rarity in an industry rife with artifice. Their 1996 collaboration alongside Goldie Hawn and Maggie Smith dissected divorce with gleeful vengeance, but off-camera, it fostered bonds that endured, with Keaton's laughter as the glue. Midler's words echo a broader chorus. Keaton wasn't just an actress, she was a catalyst for joy, infusing every interaction with a lightness that belied her depth. Family, ever private, has echoed this request for space amid grief, allowing Keaton's legacy to unfold organically through memories rather than media frenzy. Adopted in her 50s, daughter Dexter in 1996, son Duke in 2001, motherhood redefined her later years, a thought I'd been thinking for a very long time, as she once confided. Single and selective in romance, high-profile dalliances with Woody Allen, Al Pacino, Warren Beatty notwithstanding, Keaton plunged into parenting with the same fervor she brought to roles, chronicling it in memoirs like Then Again. Her children, now 29 and 25, grew up in a home where creativity reigned. Weekend hikes, impromptu photo shoots, and discussions over Keaton's famed pasta carbonara. This chosen family unit underscored her belief in intentional living, far from the conventional nuclear model she sidestepped. As fans reflect, her adoptions challenged ageist tropes, proving that family blooms in unexpected seasons. Keaton's cinematic odyssey, spanning 5 decades, is a masterwork of versatility. Launching with Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather in 1972 as Kay Adams, the principled outsider ensnared in Corleone intrigue, she embodied quiet strength amid operatic chaos. Her Oscar-winning turn in Annie Hall, 1977, cemented icon status. Neurotic, bespectacled Alvy Singer's muse, whose stream-of-consciousness banter with Woody Allen redefined romantic comedy. Lines like, "I am at two with nature," captured her gift for infusing awkwardness with charm, earning her the 1978 Best Actress nod and a blueprint for 70s new Hollywood heroines. Collaborations with Nancy Meyers yielded late-career gems. Something's Gotta Give, 2003, opposite Jack Nicholson, where her Erica Berry navigated love post-50 with wry elegance. The Family Stone, 2005, a holiday dramedy where her Sybil Stone dispensed wisdom with bohemian flair. These roles, often written with Keaton in mind, showcased her range, from dramatic heft in Reds, 1981, to comedic bite in Baby Boom, 1987, where she juggled career and crib as a yuppie-turned-country mom. Yet Keaton's influence transcended scripts, etching into fashion's lexicon. Her Annie Hall wardrobe, baggy trousers, vests, bow ties, saucer hats, flipped gender norms, blending menswear with feminine whimsy in a #MeToo assertion of androgynous power. Ralph Lauren cited her as muse. Annie Hall's look inspired countless homages, from Prada runways to street-style staples. Off-screen, Keaton's aesthetic evolved. Oversized scarves, turtlenecks and Annie-inspired ensembles became her armor, detailed in her 2011 book La La Land. This style wasn't affectation but armor for a self-dubbed fashion obsessive, who once quipped, "I dress like a man to feel like a woman." Her influence lingers in contemporaries like Greta Gerwig, whose Lady Bird echoes Keaton's maternal complexities. Animal welfare rounded out her advocacy, a passion ignited by Reggie and amplified in later years. Championing the Big Cat Public Safety Act, Keaton lobbied for bans on private big cat ownership, testifying with the fervor of her on-screen conviction. Her 2020 Instagram pleas, photos of rescued tigers juxtaposed with personal pleas, mobilized fans, contributing to the 2022 law's passage. This work, alongside PETA endorsements, positioned her as a compassionate force, extending Hollywood's reach into ethical realms. Friends recall her home as a sanctuary, vegan feasts, adoption drives and Reggie's therapy sessions, where Keaton would whisper scripts to him for feedback. In her twilight, Keaton's output remained prolific, directing the 2016 documentary Heaven, penning essays on aging in the Wall Street Journal, and voicing optimism in 2023's book club, The Next Chapter. Her sudden decline, as intimates noted, was a private affair shielded from prying eyes, a final act of control. As Hollywood mourns, from Coppola's somber note to Allen's reflective silence, Keaton's legacy endures. Laughter as rebellion, style as statement, authenticity as art. She taught us to live la fiercely and fully, proving that true originals never fade, they inspire eternally.